Good morning everyone, and sorry for the delay. Few technical problems this morning. Cables. Our eternal dilemma here at Juma. Sorry, putting my jacket because I actually thought it would be a bit warmer, but as you start driving around it is actually quite cold. Anyway, welcome to Juma Game Reserve, guys, and my name is Sebastian. I'll be your guide this morning. We've got Tara behind the camera and Mark back in final control. So I'll take you on a bumble and we'll see what we can find. If you have any questions along the way, then you can send them to questions@juma.com and Mark will forward them to me. So let's not waste more time. I'm sure you guys are excited and out there wanting to see some wildlife. So let's go and see what we can find this morning. And it's back. Yeah. Looks like we've got a connection. And which bless you, Tal. We tried a few cables now. And they all have a bit of a loose connection. And this one we're using is the best one out of all of them. But it's still a bit loose, so sometimes you might get a black screen for a couple of seconds and then hopefully we'll be back. Tara needs to jiggle that cable at the back. Yeah. Back and it's gone again.
Okay, you just stop
and back. Go back. Morning mobile stations, getting mobile onto his road. Any update for me?
No update.
The light is actually pretty nice this morning. Got quite a few of those clouds from yesterday still here. Those stormy look like clouds. So there's the sun coming up in the east and those kind of heavy dark clouds in front of me in the south. Actually gives a very nice light on the vegetation. The plan.
Is it gone?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's still here.
I'm just trying to stop this game.
Hornbill was feeding on those termites there. This is the termite mound that Mark stopped at the other night. Showed you with the light, all the termites being active. Still very active, but there was a stop because there was a hornbill top of the termite mound. So he was maybe feeding on some termites, but he flew away as I stopped. So all good for the little termites. They're safe. Morning to you, Trish. Welcome on board. Trish is saying that she was watching a docu on Animal Planet, and it was showing a mongoose eating the ticks of a warthog. She wants to know if I've ever seen this. No, I didn't even know that. That could happen. It would be actually nice to see. Or to find out what species of mongoose you're talking about there, Trish. But feeding on the ticks from a warthog. Wow. I've actually never seen mongoose and warthog together, first of all. That's quite interesting. Very interesting, actually. Oh, hello, Mr. Kudu. Going quite deep in the bush. I don't know if we'll have the chance to see him. Maybe through that gap here. Yeah. It's probably not. It's gonna be a quick view, guys. He's walking to the east, and soon he's gonna be behind a lot of branches, but at least we can have a glimpse at him. Quite a big male kudu. You can see the size of his horns. Fork-tailed jongos around him as usual, diving for insects that he might be dislodging from the grass as he's walking around. Beautiful horns he's got. Bye, Mr. Kudu. Have a nice day. A nice Friday day. No, it's Friday or Saturday today? Friday. It's a Friday day. It's a Friday day. So what we're gonna fry on a Friday? Some eggs and bacon later?
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds very good, actually.
Sounds very good. Plan of action for this morning. Not much. We've heard lions roaring last night. I don't know if you guys picked it up on the dime cam. I don't know if Mark got some emails from some of the zoomies. We were busy with Star trying to sort out those cables at the back of Ganda, so we didn't have a chance to have a look at the emails. But I definitely heard lions, and Tara as well heard the lions last night roaring. I think it would be in the east direction. What you got there? Flying banana. Do not get too close. No, it's going to fly away. Okay, thanks Mark. Mark says he's got no email about any of the zoomies. I just want to have a look there. That hornbill was... Yeah, that thing. What is that thing? It's quite big. Frog maybe? Yeah, it's a frog. And there's a frog. Frogs were so noisy this morning. I woke up, I think around, must have been around 4. It was a real concert.
They were.
Did you also hear them?
Yeah.
A real concert out of behind my, in front of my room. Probably around the swimming pool, which is at Nikki's place. And so it wasn't just one, I don't know how many frogs were there. And so loud, it actually did wake me up, and then I actually struggled to fall asleep again because it was so loud. And sure, this one's got quite a big frog here. It shows you how hornbills can eat anything. From seeds to small invertebrates to even small vertebrates like frogs. And I remember that day Tara actually even got a few pictures of that hornbill outside our kitchen. We caught a fruit bat, eh? It was a fruit bat?
No, it wasn't a fruit bat.
Was
no,
what?
it was just I'm not sure what bat, it was just an insectivore bat.
An insectivore bat. And doing the same, he was doing the same as this one doing with that frog, just like flicking it left, right, to just basically try to
But he was eating it whole.
He was eating it all.
He was eating it whole.
I remember it flicking a little bit on the...
No, I think it was killing it at that stage.
I was still killing it, that's why, okay. But this one there is trying to get some pieces out of it. It's too big for him to swallow it one piece.
It might be that he doesn't like the taste of the skin. It might be he's just trying to get the organs and stuff out of it.
Mm.
Sorry guys, that wasn't an elephant, it was me.
He's actually got some blood on his beak. Bloody beak.
Alright, let's get going. So, Mark was saying he's got no emails from any of the zoomies, so probably didn't pick it up on the camera. But lions were definitely roaring, and they didn't sound very far. But the other guides from other lodges were out this morning before us, and it doesn't sound like they've picked up anything yet. So while it's still quite early and quite fresh, cool, I'm slowly making my way to the den and see if our hyena den is a little bit active this morning. And if it is, we can spend a bit of time there, see how Teddy is doing, and then we'll bumble around. It's actually, I think it is going to be a nice day. Those clouds are going to lift up.
I'm driving towards Grand Lake Resort.
I could have a quick look at those kudus, yeah. We saw the male 5 minutes ago, and now we can see the
The females are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Around 8 of them.
Morning, morning, M4. Where are those Matimba males? Yeah, we hear them roaring like an
Oh. Sounds like those lions I was talking about, which are the Matimbas. Sounds like they were on the Magnaleti border, so they're still trying to relocate them, but they don't have, haven't found any tracks or anything yet.
Hiding for too long now. Yeah, it's been a long time since anybody saw her. She's hiding. Okay, Tex, if we find something, we'll call you. Thanks,
Morning. How are you? Yes. How's the hyena den? Is it active? Nothing. Ah, that's a pity. All right. And so far, did you have a good drive? Which one? Oh, we also saw a kill, a hornbill with a frog. So far it's a good morning. Nice. Where are you off to now? Are you also trying to relocate those Matimbas, Tex? Okay. Did you hear them roaring last night? Did you hear them roaring last night? Oh, okay.
Oh, that must have been when I heard them then.
Me too, yeah. Around 11. I think it was around 10, 11. Nice, okay. Well, enjoy your drive, guys. Bye.
You too.
Have a safe trip back home, eh? Pleasure.
Yeah, awesome. See you there.
Bye. Yeah, I went for. We have to go and host at the lodge a few nights per week, and I went and no, that wasn't yesterday, 2 nights ago, and I met those guests I was talking to just now, which are from Juma Vuyatela, and Texan, the guide, and they had a very good. They had a very good time at Juma for the last few days. I think they arrived on Monday or Tuesday, and they saw quite a lot. They were very lucky to see those 6 Matimbas with those 2 Nkuma females roaring all together. Imagine this, 8 lions roaring at the same time, pretty close to the car. That's quite something. Okay, well, don't need to go down this road because Texan was telling me the hyena den is not active, so we can carry on straight and see what else we can find. We can get a bit closer to those kudus over there.
Ghana, same place. Sorry, I missed that. In Ghana, same place in both 5 months, 21 months.
What is same place?
Oh, okay.
Sorry?
We are right? Yeah, plan every.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, also we put a drag mark for
Sounds like they relocated the Lions, but unfortunately they're not in our signal range. We can't get there. Alright, let's carry on. I wonder where Kerula is. We haven't seen Kerula for a few days now. Actually, the last time we saw her was on my drive 3 days ago when we had her on quarantine at the end of the drive. And since then, I was listening to the guides on the radio this morning. None of them has seen her, and neither did Mark and Tara. So she must have, maybe she's got a kill somewhere in the drainage line where we can't see her. She's busy. Hopefully she'll come out soon. Our Queen of Juma, Kerula. Alright, thank you, Vivian. Vivian is saying that there were lions roaring heard on the camera around 8 o'clock last night, but then after that there was no Zoomy on duty. So, but yeah, when we heard them with Tara, it was also a little bit later, around around 10, 11 max. And yeah, no, apparently Ephraim found them again. He said same place as they were yesterday. So, and Texan was telling me they when we heard them last night, they actually walked quite close to the lodge. Don't be scared, little one. Young Rafi. They walked past the lodge and then they went towards Santmania-Leti border. And those, but I don't know if it was the two Nkuma females. Because apparently those 6 Matimbas are still where they were yesterday. So I don't know which ones were walking around last night. Where are your parents? Where's Mama? Are you playing hide and seek with me? There we go.
Texan, Ifram. Go ahead, Ifram. Morning, Texan, how's it going? Very well, thanks. And yourself? Not too bad. So, any updates your side? Just Matimbas are far north in Beverly Street. Out of that, there's nothing. Yeah, but nothing much either. Slightly a bit slow, some less clutch than the others. Okay, copy that, thanks.
There should be a few more giraffe around somewhere, probably a little bit ahead of us. This one is too young to be by himself. Look at what he's doing with his lip. He's got a very good posture. Very light in color, as usually the youngs are, but we've seen a few youngs also quite dark. But this one is really light. Spots are still very light. Will get a bit darker as he grows older. See how he's looking in one direction and listening towards another direction. Thanks to their ears, they can kind of orientate them wherever they want to, and that's a survival skill, basically, to be able to look one side and listen another one. Just give more chances to pick up any predator movements. You find that most of your prey species have ears like that they can move around. And now he's looking and listening to us. Looking at us and listening to us. It's probably around 3 meters and something already, even though he's quite young. If I stand next to him, I'll probably be shoulder height, not even. So he's a good 3.5 meters tall. Alright, little one. Let's scare her and see if we can find your mum ahead. Where is she? Big mama. Okay. No, Mark, hold on. no, cool. I'll have to try that again a little bit later. I've got lots of radio breakups. I didn't even copy half of what you said. Let me just get into a better signal area. Just want to show you this, guys. Just quickly, we've seen Ellies for the last few days. Seen a lot of Ellies drinking, feeding, and it's quite a big one.
Can't fit it on the screen.
No, but it's fine. You don't need to feed the whole thing. I just want you to feed that thing, that pot.
Okay.
I basically just wanted to stop and show you because last couple of days Tara and Mark have been lucky with elephants, especially I think it was Mark on Mark's drive 2 days ago. Yeah, I was on camera, and we had a herd of around 30 in the morning and another herd of another 30 in the afternoon, feeding, drinking, really nice. I just wanted to show you because you've probably seen on the screen they take branches and they just like roll branches. This one they didn't, you see that's too big, so it didn't roll in their mouths to take the bark off, but that's basically what they're after. You can see here they just try to strip the bark off to eat the cambium, which is the inner bark, the inside of the bark, which is really rich in nutrients. And so I just wanted to show you so that you could have a closer look at what they do. In this case, this being quite a big branch, that elephant probably used his tusk to like strip the bark slightly, and you can see he did it on different branches. He even, you can see here, he's probably been chewing. He's probably even been chewing here. Got the bark off and then chew the branch to get as much cambium as it could, as much nutrients as it could from the bark. And let me see. Probably also try to go after the roots. But you can see how he's just been chewing on this side. All this been chewed. Just to can just have a closer look at what it looks like after they've been feeding. You saw it happening, and that's the end result of what they do to vegetation. Cool. Sure.
big trophy. Yeah. I won the first prize. Of what? I don't know yet. I know, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's getting a bit colder. It's because of those clouds again. I thought they would lift up, but they actually there are more clouds now than earlier on this morning. The light just keeps on changing.
Quite pretty.
Trying to find some tracks for you.
Just remember you're gonna have to do left
know.
hand side.
I don't know. They're on the right now. They're nice though. Well, I guess if I park like that, you can see them. Let's do a bit of tracking. Oh, what am I doing? Do you have tracks there maybe? By any chance? Well, I can't tell you.
Huh?
I can't tell you.
Are you going to do a tracking quiz?
Yeah, but it's just a quick one.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go back there because I'm not seeing.
Okay, otherwise I'll just put you over there. There was some on that speed bump there. Going all the way around.
Okay, thanks.
You see what I mean?
I don't know. Are you going? Whoa.
Okay. I'll show you what I want. You just reverse a bit.
Are you going for the?
Yeah, I'm sure you know what I'm going for. Let me just park here and have a look, and I'll point you.
There's some just here. If you go for what I think you're going for. That one.
No, I was gonna do. Which one is it? Yeah. That's some nice one on top of the speed bump there. But that's not a bad one.
Actually, if you reverse back, you can just.
Let me park here on the speed bump.
But if you park alongside, I can take it from the top.
Sorry?
If you park alongside, I can take it.
Yeah, so you don't need
from the
to.
top.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on that speed bump. See which one I'm talking about.
Those ones there.
Yeah. How is it from here? It's too far?
Yeah, it's fine, I'll jump off. Oh.
Let's see if we can do it from here. Yeah, then you should be able to jump up. Because I want this one from somewhere. So, you should have
It's just
enough.
this, because I was having that holding it in.
Maybe it's not a good idea then. Because then we're gonna have this picture all the time.
Actually, no, let me just make it black.
Unless, you know what I could do?
so that you don't need to take the camera off. If I reverse,
There we go.
so we can do it.
That's gonna-
Can try. Okay, let's try. Mark, if you hear me, obviously I got my earpiece off, so if you lose picture or anything, then just radio me on channel 2.
No problem.
Sound should be fine now. Alright, little bit of a track quiz, nothing serious like Tara is doing. It's not part of that little quiz she's doing or competition. It's just a little bit of training for you, and so that if tomorrow when she's on drive, no, not on tomorrow, the day after tomorrow when she's on drive, then if she shows you that track, then thanks to me you might be able to identify it easily. You've seen it before. It's not a difficult one, so if you when you got the answer, if you're sure of your answer, then just send it in your subject. You just put your name and the name of the species in the subject, and send it to questions@juma.com. Let's have a look at it. Light is not great. No. Sorry?
I thought I could go further than I could.
It should be enough for you. You've got one here, and then you've got one here. And you actually see the animal was walking that way. Alright, so I'm already helping you. I could have asked you which way it was walking. But you can see it's walking that way. One track here, another one there, and the previous one here. So, you don't. Is the ruler in the cabiole? No, you don't have it.
In my book.
But okay, if I put my hand next to it to give you an idea of how big it is, so it's basically.
Yeah, I can hear that side.
Okay, it's basically the length of my finger. So there we go. If I put my hand next to it, it's that big. So now. Cool, hope you had a good look at it. Questions@juma.com, and Mark will forward me in the earpiece the first. Let's say we're gonna do the first 7 or 8 good answers, and then Mark will just let me know without mentioning any name. Will let me know who got it, not who got it wrong, but what's been said and which answer were wrong, so then maybe I can open a book and explain you why you were wrong and what's the difference between this track and that track, even though I don't think I've got my tracking book, but maybe Tara got it.
No,
Well,
I've taken
we'll
all my
see.
books out.
Maybe I've got it. It's fine. We'll switch off the sound first.
hopefully we didn't lose picture. I think I made a plan. Do we lose picture?
Okay. That's a pity. Alright, now they lost us in the middle of the... When I was explaining the track, they lost us there. But and Mark couldn't radio me because Texan was busy on the radio. But they should have... I hope you guys saw most... Or you saw enough to have at least even if it's a general idea, then just send me what thoughts on it on the track. I know you don't see the whole... Okay, lost us, but hold on, let me get back on the road. Okay, we're back. Okay, that's signal.
Yeah, I think we might just...
Looking good, alright. But at the end of the explanation, I was just pointing at you the fact that I'm pretty sure most of you got the general idea of what it is, and then I was just pointing at you the back part, the back pad, and then what was in front of it to help you guess what would be the right species then. But let's see what you guys come up with. Send me to questions@juma.com, put it in a subject line so Mark doesn't have to click on your email and waste time to open emails to read your answer. Just put your name and your guess. All right, cool. All right, then let's go for it. Just give me maybe the first 8 right answers, and then I'll mention the names, and then we'll see, and you can let me know which wrong answers you got. Sarah, Teddy, Sandy, well done. Brandy, okay. Sarah, Teddy and Brandy, well done. Diane as well, well done. Cheryl, Angie, that's nice.
Train them well.
Amber, and who was that before Amber? Mudgy and Amber. Okay, those are the first 8. Another 20 that are correct. Well done, guys. Well done, I'm very impressed. And even more. Apparently there's still more emails coming. Well done, guys. So everyone that just mentioned the names got it right. So well done. Tara, you did a good job there. And
Proud of you.
she's proud of you, guys. She's proud of you. And there are probably another 20 or 30 good answers also in the email box. So well done, guys. And any wrong answers, Mark? There must be some people who got it wrong. All right. Robin said lion, and a few people said leopard. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. I just didn't want one of you to come back with giraffe or elephant or rhinos. You know. If you come back with lions or leopard, that's fine. The right answer was hyena. It was a hyena, and a young hyena actually. It was quite a small hyena track. And unfortunately I don't have my tracking book. I actually don't really have a tracking book. I'm borrowing Tara's one, and I forgot to...
You forgot to remind me to give it to you.
Yeah, I forgot to remind Tara to give it to me this morning. But maybe this afternoon we can... I'll definitely have it with me this afternoon and we can open it. But basically, you could see, that's why I pointed at you the back pad, and I told you to look carefully at the back pad, and you could see that there was only 2 notches, which shows you that it's not a cat, and then also a little bit of an inclination, or a little bit of a slopey back pad, which shows you that it's a hyena. And the way the tracks were as well, kind of hyena's back feet would always be, front feet would be quite straight, and the back feet would be a little bit open, like 10 past 10 o'clock, because that's how they walk. Their back feet are usually like this. So You guys had a good look at it. Actually, I'm glad you came up with the right answer. Well done. And if you came up with leopard lions, they're very similar. Lions would have been much bigger, unless it would have been a lion cub. But you would have had 3 notches on the back pad instead of 2, typical of the cat family. And same thing with your leopard. So well done, guys. Soon you're gonna be able to find a job as a trucker here in South Africa and sit on the bait seat with a stick to point out tracks. Alright, Treehouse Dam. A few impalas. A hippo. Have a look at that impala drinking. Dams are getting drier and drier every day. Where that impala is standing in the rainy season, it's just water. All the way where this one is walking, it's covered with water in rainy season. Even more than that, actually it goes even further than where those two are walking. You can see how it did dry up quite a lot. And we got the hippo on the left here, somewhere there, yeah, on the left hand side of your screen, up, going underwater. Okay, let's carry on. Getting quite windy and cold. All right, you're welcome, Teddy. Teddy is saying finally he got one track right, and he's saying thank you to you for the nice training, Tara. And
Teddy.
she says you're welcome, Teddy. And Teddy is asking if there are any more tracks, then we can do some more tracking training. I will, Teddy. All right, I will. I'll keep it in the back of my mind. If I find some nice tracks. The light is not really great this morning for tracking. It's very cloudy, but if I find some nice tracks, then we'll stop again, and maybe without jumping out of the car, because it's not really great with that loose cable we've got at the back. Not really nice to jump out of the car with the camera. We might lose picture and stuff. So I'll just park the vehicle in a way that we can see the track from the vehicle, and do a bit more of tracking training. Bates, good morning to you, Bates. Welcome on board. Bates is asking if the male and female lions have the same roar. No, not really. The male lion roar would be much stronger, deeper than the female's roar. Female's roar are quite already something quite impressive, but not as loud and not as deep-throated like the males have. if you are, I think yesterday afternoon, Anton, who was on Canada with Tara, actually did a little bit of roaring, and I think he did male, and he did the male lion and the female lion. He also did a leopard sowing.
Did a very good jackal impression.
He did a very good jackal impression, yes. And vervets as well.
Yeah.
When he did the vervets, I'm like, that's not difficult, and I found myself doing it by myself in FC. And nah,
Yeah.
it didn't sound good at all. I'm like, alright, that's actually not that easy. Never try to do it live on camera because you're gonna sound ridiculous, Seb. Huh? You can do vervet? Go for it.
They won't be able to hear me from here.
Ah, yeah.
I have to do it on the drive. I don't think it's as good as Anton's.
Mm.
But I have had Vervet react to me once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently Tara can do the vervet. So next time she's on drive, ask her guys to do the vervet for you. The vervet impression. Alright, Phil, good morning to you, Phil. Phil is asking where are the Matimbas. He wants an update. And he wants an update to update his to update the profile, the Matimbas profile, probably on Facebook, their public page. Okay, I'll find out for you now exactly where they are, Phil. If I'm coming. Morning M4, how's it? Just curious, can you give me an update on those Matimbas, where they are this morning?
Matimba inside bubble six. Five my daughter and one of my father.
Alright, so we're missing one Mafazi there. Still need 6 Matimbas and 1 Mafazi.
Yeah, affirmative.
Alright, copy. Thank you. So here we go, Phil. They're in Buffelshoek. 6 Matimbas and 1 female from the Nkuhuma Pride. We don't know where the other female is. So now you can update your Matimbas page. Brenda, good morning to you, Brenda, and joyeux anniversaire. Happy birthday to you, and I hope you're gonna have a nice day and celebrate it the way birthdays are supposed to be celebrated.
Happy birthday, Brenda!
Happy birthday, Brenda. Joyeux, joyeux, joyeux anniversaire to you. And Brenda wants to know if we've seen that giraffe which was injured. I think the last time it was you, Tara, who saw her.
I did put a picture up on my public Facebook page of it.
Tara's put a picture on her public profile on Facebook. Brenda, if you want to go and have a look on Tara's profile.
That was last
But that
week,
was last,
I think.
yeah, it was sometimes last week, quite a while ago now. And since then, no, because Brenda was saying she's been absent for a few days, so maybe you actually know about that last time we saw her, maybe you were still around. But since then, no, we haven't seen her, Brenda. We haven't seen that giraffe. So we don't know where she is. All right. Good evening. Sorry. Just because Mark said that you were going to bed, and that's why I'm like, good evening. But good morning from me, Donna, and good evening for you, and good night for you. Donna is off to bed pretty soon, apparently. And I'm not too sure if I didn't copy all of that, but Donna is asking about the weather. Is it cold? Because, why? Because we've got, or if we've got some allergies. Not too sure if I copied that question 100%. I heard okay. Alright. Alright. Well, it's a bit of both, Donna. Donna is wondering if we're all sick because you probably hear us sneezing and blowing our nose. So I'm just looking for tracks if I find any nice tracks for you guys. But no, we're not sick, Donna. It's just early in the morning. It is a bit cold, so that's why we need to blow our nose sometimes. And then we do get allergies sometimes. I do sometimes get allergies to dust or pollen. So sometimes I'll be sneezing a little bit more than usual. But at the moment, it's just you're nice and warm when you wake up in the morning, and when the car stops, when the car is not moving, when there is no wind factor, it's fine. But as soon as you start driving around, remember we don't have a screen here, a windscreen, so that wind just it's just not cold like freezing cold, but just cold enough sometimes to make your nose run a little bit, and that's why we always have a little bit of toilet paper on board and blow our nose from time to time. But nobody is sick. Except Tara, but she was born like that, so can't do anything about it. Whoa, jeez, I'm in trouble. That's bad, guys. Just keep an eye on her and keep an eye on her and let me know in the earpiece, because she could kill me with that. Bing! Okay, I won't be naughty to you. The viewers, yesterday the viewers in the chat room told me to behave. They've got your back. They told me to behave.
Good. I wonder why I wasn't getting a chicken down at here last night.
No, I didn't want to disturb you.
Chicken impression, don't you say?
I do, but only on the radio. I only do a nice chicken impression on the radio. But yesterday I didn't want to bother you too much. You had a lot of going on with Anton and Mark. Happening everywhere on your left, so I was trying to keep your right ear alone.
It was quite interesting trying to multitask with the radio.
I'm sure you do.
You, with Anton,
yeah.
and Mark.
But it's funny because I can see sometimes I radio you and Anton is talking to you. Anton was talking, and you look at him, but you're like listening here. So you're like, and he's talking, and then when I'm done, you're like, sorry, what? And I'm just laughing back there in FC, like, Tara, trying to multitask. Difficult to hear and understand.
To do conversation.
Yeah, to understand what's happening in your right ear and also on your left ear. I think it's actually impossible. Nobody can.
Well, no, I can. I'll catch words.
If it's short, if I just go quickly in your ear and go, Brenda just wants to know what bird it was, then you'll be fine. But if I'm like, all right, we've got an email from Donna.
Wait, you're giving me an essay.
And she wants to know Walla 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 because she saw it on a documentary, and that was 2 weeks ago, and she was bored at home coming back from work. Then you lose track completely, for sure.
Yeah, because Anton was actually had some very interesting stories.
Yeah. No, he always has some nice stories. Sorry?
It was like that with Patrick Benson because I was getting questions in my ear, and I did say to him, look, if I give you a blank face, it's because I'm listening to the next question.
At
so
Fireside Chat.
warn him, yes, but I missed a lot of the conversation because I was listening to the question. Quite funny. No vulture today.
Where is that vulture? Oh, there, at the vulture nest.
Yeah, no vulture today.
Maybe, yeah. I think he's in there.
Well, no, I'm sure they're up there, but we've just not seen them.
Yeah. What is that then?
No, it's probably...
The branches.
They're probably quite low.
Just stopping to have a quick look at the vulture nest. To see if there is any activity in there, but it doesn't look like it. But anyway, if you have any new viewers this morning, this is a white-backed vulture's nest. You see what I mean? There is a vulture there.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Ah.
It's up there, but it's very low.
It's very low, you can't really see it, but it's there, yeah. And yesterday, Mark and Tara found that there's a chick. There's a chick in the nest. So also worth it to stop and have a look from time to time and see that chick growing up. So that's a white-backed vulture. But can't really see her very well this morning, keeping a low profile. I think I just saw the chick moving though. Okay. Let's keep cruising. Let's keep swimming. Let's keep swimming through the African bush. Not the best weather for game viewing, folks. It's cloudy like that and windy. Animals tend to just stay in the thicket. It's warmer for them than in open areas like that. So it's quite...
Yeah, so you're not going to head down to Cheetah Cut Line, are you?
I am.
No, you're not. Whoever sits next to you, you're not going to have a camera person if you go on Cheetah
I will
Cut
go
Line
on
today.
Cheetah Cut Line and do it from north to south.
You do that, I'm sitting next to you. No camera person.
I know, Mark did it to me again the other day. So nice and warm when you're sitting here, but it's so cold when you're sitting up there on Cheetah Cut Line. It's just the worst road on our property. And if you had a bit of an agreement with your camera person the day before, then you just head straight to Cheetah Cut Line at 6 o'clock and make sure you are on Cheetah Cut Line at 15 past 6, and then just drive north, south on Cheetah Cut Line, play like you're looking for tracks, turn around and stay a little bit longer, and then stop for tracks, and then drive a bit more, and then the camera person at the back is paying the price for whatever he or she did to you the day before. I'm joking, we're not like that. We don't do that to each other.
He's lying, he is. He does it on purpose.
No, I don't. Tara thinks I do it on purpose. I thought Mark was doing it on purpose the other day because he really stayed for like a good 45 minutes on Cheetah Cut Line. I'm like, what did I do wrong to him yesterday? Nothing. I even made dinner. Why is he doing this to me this morning?
It's because you didn't make dinner.
I did make
Oh,
dinner.
you did make dinner.
But maybe he didn't like it. No, but Mark is not like that either. So if we become like that, then we can close the shop, eh? Close down the shop. If we start bad behaving with each other. right. Thanks, Mark. From Judge Kametha. That's right? That's right. Judge Kametha. Judge Kametha. Good morning to you. Welcome on board. And a big hello, a big good morning to Pink Zebra, who's on board with us this morning, 12 years old, enjoying the drive. I'm glad you are enjoying the drive. Pink Zebra. Is it Pink Zebra? Yeah, it is. I think I remember well. So, yeah. Well, welcome on board and keep watching us. You won't be disappointed. It's the whole thing about watching us all the time is the fact that the more you watch us, the more you learn and the more you realize how live we are and how things can happen any minute. And we can have a leopard walking in front of us just now, or lions, or we can have a puncture and we might have to change the wheel in front of you. That's part of the fun, that's part of doing what we're doing. So stay with us as much as you can, Pink Zebra. And if you've got more friends, bring them on, let them know how cool this whole live game drive is, and the more viewers we have, the better it is for us as well, obviously. But the question, the original question was about what happened at Pitt's Pond. You guys did talk a little bit about it yesterday with that Egyptian goose who got attacked. People don't really know what happened, but she's got an injured wing. And the question is, would a big catfish be able to attack an Egyptian goose? And I don't think so. I don't know if catfish would go after an Egyptian goose. They might, but
I would have thought an adult.
Adults, big ones,
Yeah, really
maybe. But you see, what I was when you guys were talking about that yesterday, I was monitoring the chat room as well, and I was reading some people in the chat room were saying that it also looked like actually she got attacked by. So some people basically say that the other Egyptian goose, because there were two of them, one got attacked and the other, her partner, basically came into action as well to try to defend her. But some people were saying no. For some people, it looked like it was actually the other Egyptian goose attacking so it was basically one Egyptian goose attacking the other one. So some people think it got attacked by something in the water, and then that Egyptian goose partner came into rescue. And some people think that actually nothing attacked her in the water, and it's just that other Egyptian goose that attacked her. So I don't know. I haven't seen what happened.
It'll be interesting to see the footage actually.
Sorry?
It'll be interesting.
It would be interesting to see the footage. But it was, people were saying it was at night, and not really the greatest view. So the light wasn't really nice and stuff. But yeah, my first guess would be to go for crocodile, but there is no crocodile at Pitt's Pond.
No, but there was. They actually introduced one.
No, there was.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday people were saying there is no crocodile there.
Yeah, no, they actually did introduce one at some stage.
Well, they did introduce a crocodile at Pitt's Pond, apparently.
I don't know if he died or whether it was reintroduced after, because there was one there, and I can't remember the full story whether...
Yeah, so we don't really know if it could be that croc, if he's still alive or if he's passed away, but or it could be, I guess, big catfish.
I don't know, catfish I'm still not... An adult, I can't see a catfish attacking an adult.
Not me neither, eh? Exactly, that's what I wanted to say. They're bottom feeders. They're on the bottom of the dam, and they feed with what they find in the mud. So for a big catfish to come up to the surface to grab what's the name, an Egyptian goose, I don't know, eh? I have to see it on camera to believe it. catfish either. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Mark saying, Pitt's Pond is probably not even big enough to have a big catfish in there. It's quite a small pond. But anyway. D in Minnesota. Good morning to you, D. Welcome on board. D wants to know how many chicks wildback vultures can have. I think it's 1 or 2.
Yeah, usually 1. They can have 2 or 3 eggs.
The average would be 2, and they usually have 1, but sometimes they can have up to like 2 or 3 eggs. Jazzy Jones, good morning to you, Jazzy. Come on board. Jazzy wants to know how big the vulture's nest is and how heavy it is. Well, it will depend on how much materials or branches and stuff they're using for the weight, but it's usually big enough to for the adult to be able to lie down in it, and I don't know, maybe something like even bigger than that. It's difficult to give you an idea. And how heavy it is also, I don't know. I don't think nobody's ever been up a tree and took a nest and tried to weigh it. It will depend on the nest, it will depend what they use to make the nest, how much stuff they use to make the nest. But it's big enough for that adult to be able to rest in it, and adult whiteback vulture is quite big, so yeah, probably like half, I'd say maybe like half of that, half of the front of Gander here. Okay. Thanks, Peggy. All right. Thank you, Jack, as well. Well, Peggy's saying that crocodile at Pitt's Pond's been gone for 2 years. It was called Flatty, and hasn't been around for the last 2 years. So crocodile is out of the equation.
Well, yes and no.
Oh, is it?
I mean, unless they've had a boy, I mean, I don't know Mashatu that well, but it could either be that another one can come in, or that he didn't die, he just moved somewhere else and he could just return. I don't know Mashatu that well though, I don't know.
Well, Tara doesn't want to believe that he's dead. She wants him to be alive. She says maybe he's gone, and maybe he's back now. So it could still be the crocodile, Tara thinks. But she doesn't know Mashatu very well, so, but anyway, and Jack thinks it's a water monitor. Could also be possible.
That is another possibility.
That's a possibility that it was a water monitor.
Big one though.
But it must be a big one, yeah, quite a big monitor.
I mean, to attack an animal.
Yeah. So I don't know, guys. It's things like that sometimes in nature remains a mystery unless we have footage and that we can pause and zoom in and look more carefully at it. Then maybe it can help. Otherwise, I mean, it's difficult to we can have lots of guess. We can guess crocodile's dead, no, crocodile is alive, he was just gone, but he's maybe back. Maybe it's another crocodile. Maybe it's a water monitor, maybe it's, I really don't think it would be a catfish. I really don't think that's that. I think catfish, we can take that out of the equation. Yeah, Mark, go. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to look at that at the archives, and a bit later with Mark we'll have a look at the archives and see if we can have a better look at what happened there. Mary, good morning to you, Mary. Nice to have you with us this morning. Mary wants to know when will the plants and leaves and when will the vegetation get green. Well, now, it's happening now, Mary. It's spring has sprung, and a few tree species have started to show us some very pretty flowers, and some tree species are getting some brand new green leaves as well. So it is happening now, and it will keep happening during summertime as well. In summer we'll get more and more greenery. I hope you'll be with us in a couple of months, 2-3 months time. We'll get some rain, and you won't believe how that place actually does change in summer. Like, it's all green, and from the grass on the ground to the trees, all the trees have their leaves, and it just gets thicker, though. It's much thicker vegetation, so it's a bit difficult, more difficult to see animals, to find animals. But it's just full of life, you know. It's very humid and very green, so it started happening now. And we do stop sometimes, especially Mark on his drives like to stop and show little flowers there and there, and new leaves on different trees that just came out now, and it will keep happening depending on tree species. For some of them it's happening now, and for some of them it will happen in a couple of months' time. Fruits as well. Some trees are going to start giving fruit in 2-3 months, or a bit later, 4 months time. We should start getting marula fruits and getting a lot of elephants around on our property. When you get lots of marula fruits, you get a lot of elephants, big bulls, and they usually stay on our property for quite some time. You'll find on every drive, you'll find elephants feeding on the marula trees. Our famous sausage tree as well, we start giving his fruits probably around January, February. So try to stay with us, try to be with us in summer, and take some pictures, some screenshots now of what it looks like. And then take some screenshots again in a few months' time, 3 months' time. You'll see how different it will look. Very, very green. Just hold on, Mark. Just give me a minute. Not the best one, but always interesting if we have some new viewers to have a close look at what a porcupine quill looks like. But that's quite an old one. Stand still so that you can see it closely now. It's old and damaged. You can see here it's been broken. It's got lots of mud inside. It's been lying here for quite some time already, and it's not the best porcupine quill. I found I've got some much better one. This one is very old, but I just wanted to show you I just want to show you a close-up on a porcupine quill so you can have a look. And you can see here, if I open it, how it is inside. So it's basically made of keratin. Oops, sorry, I'm holding the mic here, putting my hand on the mic. Might have hurt your ears, sorry. But it's the same, what's the name? Substance as your nails, keratin. And you can clearly see the black and white stripes. And this end is the one which is sticking out. So that's the one that's this end would be the one which is in the flesh of the porcupine, all right, and pointing out would be this end. So that's what will hurt you if you try to grab a porcupine. That's what will go straight into your hands. There's some belief saying that porcupines can throw quills, but it's wrong. It's just old belief. It's not true at all. They can't fire quills like that. I think it's a belief because of people seeing maybe dogs or even wild predators like leopards with quills in stuck on their face, and probably thinking that the porcupine did fire a few quills at the leopard, you know. But it's just the leopard probably tried to grab it, and what porcupines do, they just roll into a ball, and those quills, even this one now doesn't I know it doesn't look really sharp because it's old and it's been lying on the road here for a while, and cars have been driving over it, but this end is very, very, very sharp, and I've got one at home on my hat, and it is very sharp. It just can it will enter your skin very deeply, and then you might get some infection as well. There might be some bacteria, whatever, on the quills, which can create an infection and make quite a bad wound. So
they don't roll up though.
Don't they roll up in a ball?
No, they actually just back into the predator. They'll stamp the foot.
Oh, that's right. Actually, yes, they do. Yeah, they do step. Yeah, they do actually face the predator and step their feet and try to make. Actually, they make a noise so that their quills can.
Yeah, they rattle the tail.
They rattle the tail, so the quills make a lot of noise, just to like basically, yeah, just to like intimidate the predator. You know why I was saying they roll into a ball? Because of the hedgehog. Yeah. I used to play with hedgehogs at my grandparents' place in France when I was a kid. They always had hedgehogs in their garden, and I loved them. Go and I wasn't naughty with them, but I would just be like touching them, and they would roll into a ball, and I would be like playing with them gently. Yeah, no, gently.
Gently.
So here we go, porcupine quill. And in South Africa, actually, people make very nice things with porcupine quills. You'll find earrings made of porcupine quills. You'll find also, I used to have a very nice bracelet made of porcupine quill, and also necklaces sometimes. More for ladies, you'll find like earrings and necklaces made of porcupine quills. Very pretty. sure that wind is bad. Yeah. Peggy, welcome on board, Peggy. Good morning to you. Peggy wants to know where we're gonna go and live, Tara.
Where?
Yeah, where? When we're on leave, where are we going? For myself, I'm probably gonna go to Cape Town this time, Peggy. I used to live in Cape Town. Peggy's asking if I've got a hometown or a home base somewhere. And my home used to be Cape Town for many, many, many years. How do I get around this one now?
Possible, you just have to take it carefully.
Sorry?
It is possible, you just have to take it carefully.
I have to take what?
It's possible, you just have to take it carefully.
Yeah. No, I know. Alright, let me get around that thing, Peggy, and then talk to you. Drive over that tree. Thank you. Whoever did that. Goes from an elephant or wind. Peggy, yeah, I used to live in Cape Town for many years, and I haven't been back to Cape Town. I didn't go back to Cape Town now for quite a while. Probably, I think the last time I was in Cape Town was, sure, maybe in February or March. And all my friends are in Cape Town, and I've got lots of places to stay. I don't have a home anymore. I've obviously stopped renting my flat and everything. But I've got lots of friends, so when I go back to Cape Town, I always have different places where I can stay for free, and my friends are always happy to see me, and sure, it's always a lot of catching up to do, and yeah, so I'm really thinking about going back to Cape Town. I need to get organized and buy my flight tickets and stuff now. But yeah, they all want me to come back to Cape Town this time, and I really want to. So I think that's what's going to happen for me. For Tara, I don't know. I don't think she knows yet.
I don't know.
She doesn't know yet what she's going to do.
I'd like to go to Cape Town, but...
She might also come down to Cape Town.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Then we can see Herman.
Yeah. Or maybe I could come down for a week or something.
Yeah, exactly.
For a bit.
So maybe Ta will come down to Cape Town as well. Mark's got his house in Timbavati, and he will go back to his house in Timbavati, spend his holiday there.
Mind the hole, mind the hole.
Yeah, I know. I can see it.
You were gearing up to go.
No, I saw it. Ew. Quite a hole, this one. You don't really want to arrive with a lot of speed in this one. You'll lose your camera person. So yeah, that's the plan, Peggy. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Cape Town, baby, Cape Town. Here we come.
TiVo time.
Eh?
TiVo time.
Yeah. T-bone time, Cape Town time. We do get a bit of sun then and then. There's still quite a lot of clouds in the sky though. Good morning, Jennifer. Welcome to Juma. Jennifer is asking, I think, she saw a documentary and she wants to know if zebras have recessive genes. Is that right, Mark? Yeah, alright. So, I don't know, do they have recessive genes?
Sorry?
Zebras, do they have recessive genes?
I've not heard of an albino or a melanistic.
Yeah, hang on.
Oh.
Mark is yeah. Sure. Sure. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Welcome back, guys. Sorry, it was battery change, and so we just had to change the battery at the back. Nothing to do with loose cable or anything, just battery change. Alright, so I was talking about Jennifer's question, and Mark was just reading me her email, which is explaining that she's watched a docu about the migration in Tanzania, and that there was a red zebra, and she wants to know if she knows that some animals get what you call what's the name again? Just lost that word now. Melanism, and she wants to know if that zebra basically if it would be a melanism problem, or why was the zebra red? Recessive gene, yeah, here we go, that's the word I was looking for, recessive gene. So she wants to know if it does happen for zebras, if zebras do get recessive genes. And it's difficult to say we need to see the footage and need to see how red that zebra was. Maybe it was just red because he rolled into some dust, and maybe it's got nothing to do with his with any recessive gene or melanism problems. So it's not easy to answer your question like that. But yeah, Tara was telling me when she was changing the battery that you've never heard of melanistic zebras, or albino zebras. So Jennifer, if you could maybe pop an email to Mark, let him know what was the name of that docu. I'm always really keen to watch new docus. Yesterday I found out that Derek and Beverly Joubert made a new docu. Was released quite a few months ago now, but it's called The Last Lions, and filmed again in Botswana. And during my leave I'm definitely going to try to find that docu and watch it. But if you can send the name, and maybe I can even just with the name of the docu, I might be able to see some parts of the docu on YouTube. You know, sometimes you find on YouTube parts of some documentaries or films, so I might be able to find it, and then we can have a look and see why was that zebra red. It was maybe not due to a skin problem or recessive gene at all, Jennifer. Good morning to you, Ronnie. Welcome on board. Ronnie is asking if what keeps us safe here. Have I ever had an animal coming at me, and what would I do? We don't carry guns. We don't. This is not our politics. Like I really like saying basically our weapon is our brain, our training, and the way we approach wildlife is what protects us, basically. And our knowledge of wildlife is what protects us and prevents us from being in a bad situation with an animal coming at you. So no, I've never had an animal coming at me. I never had a lion charge or a leopard charge, or I had some little elephant charge, but nothing really hectic or serious. And that's because we've been trained and we've got experience on how to approach animals in different situations, and read their behavior, read the signs, and we know when we can get closer, and we know when we have to stop, and when we have to give some distance for the to the animal. All of this we have to take into consideration when we approach animals. If there are babies around, if the animal looks a little bit stressed or not happy with our presence, then we don't get too close. We wait for him to relax, and if he doesn't get more relaxed, then we just leave the sighting. Has happened many times that we come across some elephant bulls who are not really too happy, and we just stop the vehicle and wait and see if he does get better, and if he doesn't, then sometimes we just leave the sighting and leave him alone. What would we do if an animal comes at us? Then once again it will depend on the animal. There is no right or proper answer there. There is not like a 1 + 1 = 2. It doesn't work like that in the bush. So a leopard might come at you, and depending on how it comes at you and why it comes at you, you'll have to react different ways. Same story with lions, same story with elephants or rhinos. It might be a mock charge, it might be a real charge. You need to know, and you need to look at the signs on the animal, and they all have signs which will tell you if they will stop or not. An elephant who comes at you with the trunk up, smelling, means it's probably good chances that he's going or she's going to stop. It's a mock charge, and if you see that the trunk is rolled under, and she's got the trunk holding her trunk against her chest, and she's coming at you in that position, with the trunk looking like that, then you know that she won't stop, and then you better switch on the car and reverse. But every animal, every situation is different, so you can't say if an animal comes at you, switch on the car and just back off. You know, it might be just a mock charge, and the fact that you switch on the car during a mock charge might turn the mock charge into a real charge. So it's all depends on what's happening and why the animal is getting aggressive. What did you do wrong? First of all, you shouldn't be in that position. You shouldn't have an animal coming at you. If you have an animal coming at you, means you've done something wrong. And we have been trained with the right people and the right schools to make sure that we don't get into these situations. But it might still happen. You know, it's nature. It's the bush, and it's not. Nothing is for sure here. You can't take things for granted. And you might do 1,000 game drives, and you might do 999 good game drives, and then game drive number 1,000, you don't know why, out of nowhere, that elephant bull is just coming right at you, and didn't do really anything wrong, but nothing.
Just need to pull it in a bit more. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Yeah.
Hello.
Ready?
Are they sleeping? Okay. Well, at least they're there, because apparently Texan was there this morning and there was no one. Yeah. Okay. It's quiet this morning, eh? Nice hairstyle.
Actually, I think I will. I'll take that seat at the back there. Yeah, I bet.
Enjoy your drive.
See you
Cheers.
later.
So yeah, was making my way to the den again to see if maybe the hyenas were back, and Graham is saying that they're there, they're sleeping. But at least even if they're sleeping, we can have a quick look at them. There is really not much happening out there. It's very quiet this morning. Okay. I can't even see any hyena here. Graham was saying they're sleeping. Maybe he meant they're sleeping in there. I don't know. Just gonna do a slow drive around, see if we can find them. I can't see anyone. Ouch. Oh well, it doesn't look like anyone is here. If we have any new viewers, this is the hyena den I was talking about, and we do have a few hyenas. It is active usually around here, and there are two females here with their puppies, but not this morning. Nobody's home, or they're home. They're probably inside. The puppies are probably inside. They might be inside sleeping, some of them, and some others might be in the drainage line or still on a mission somewhere in the bush.
Why don't we go and check out the other hyena den on Philemon's Cut Line?
Okay, you might have to give me directions. I know how to get to Philemon's Cut Line, but I don't know where the den is.
Just close to where the lightning conductor is.
Close to?
Where the lightning conductor is. On
Oh yeah, that road there.
Yeah.
Okay, I was there, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Is it?
But we can go and have a look.
I was just thinking with Floppy here, whether she's
Yeah,
still alive and she went to have.
we can. Yeah, we can have a slow drive there. It's a good idea. To the one of the old hyena den that we used to have. Used to be active. We can go and see if it is active again or not.
I checked the indicator. I want to continue that video.
Alright, thanks Jennifer. Jennifer sent the link about that doki, so yeah, we'll definitely have a look later. But she was saying it came out of the water, that zebra, so it wasn't rolling in the mud or having a dust path. Coming out of the water, and it was red when it came out of the water. So I don't know, we'll have to check the footage and see. I've never seen such things. Strange that they don't, the voiceover and the doki also doesn't say anything about it. They should be explaining why it's red. But we'll have a look at it. Thanks for the link, Jennifer. We'll check it out when we come back to base. Sorry?
It is a distant memory, and it is ringing bells about a red zebra.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's Google it.
I was ready to get down on board, try to again. Take.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Mark is just letting me know about that doki called Wild Opera. And Mark had a quick look on internet also, see if he could find anything about red zebras, but when you type red zebras in Google, it doesn't show up anything. It shows up names of companies or things like that, which are called red zebras, but nothing really informative comes up about the red zebras. But yeah, obviously he's busy directing, doing other things, so he doesn't have much time in his hands for that now, but definitely have a look when I come back. Okay. All right. Thanks, Jean and Gilly. Thank you. Apparently, they sent a few pictures to Mark to what looks like melanistic zebras, very funny-looking zebras. So Mark will show me the email when at the end of the drive when I get back to base, and try to find out what's why do they look like this.
Not on the other side.
So that wind is quite strong now.
Okay. So from the falling northfall, just come straight to the east. Yeah, go fine, but it's quite difficult to go down. That side is a mountain down. The mother day was in Ghana.
Water bookie! Waterbacks. Oh, it's fine guys, just stay there. You don't need to stand up and leave. Just relax. It's okay. A few females and a young male still lying down. Waterbuck. Cob à croissant in French. Cob is being for the name of the species, and croissant meaning what you know what a croissant is, and that's for what they've got on their back, on their rump. It's the same shape as a croissant. Cob à croissant. I think these are the ones which were in front of FC yesterday when I was directing. There were a few water bugs on the other side of the window, and Billy No Mates, the wildebeest, was also with them.
Look, he's heading south from here, not to try to go to the Jella.
You see, when it's windy like this, it's kind of weather you can see on this female waterback. They're really not relaxed, you know. They like, because it's difficult for them to protect their back, to be careful with predators. When it's windy, the wind changing the directions, and the wind covers a lot of sounds as well. Look at her, she's looking in our direction once again and listening to what's happening behind her or on her side, and she's got a very funny face actually. Getting irritated with flies probably too, but yeah, for that's why we don't see much game at the moment. That's why we didn't see much game this morning. This kind of weather, animals just try to stay in the thicket, and they don't really move too much around, and it's usually a little bit warmer in the thicket, and also they just feel a bit safer there. They don't like that weather at all. It's difficult for them to keep an eye and an ear on what's happening in their surroundings. Alright, let's keep going. I hear that inverter is beeping already. For how long do we leave it beep before cutting away?
I thought we had to switch off.
Straight away, huh?
Yeah, and I don't know if we've been pushing it really.
Mark, what do you reckon? It's beeping already. Must I? That's the thing. That's exactly the thing. If we keep pushing it, then we're gonna have even a shorter drive this afternoon. We have only 6 hours in the between morning drive and afternoon drive to charge the batteries. So I'd rather cut this drive a bit shorter so that we can have a bit of a longer drive this afternoon. Sorry folks, batteries are dying, so we're gonna have to go and put Ganda back on charge. And thanks Tara for your camera work, thanks Mark in FC, and I'll be on drive again this afternoon at 3:30 Central African time, and let's hope that will be a bit more game. Otherwise I'll get ready with some stuff that we can do, a bit of survival stuff that we can do in the riverbed. Could be interesting. We'll drive around, see if we find some game. If it's still quiet like it was this morning, then I'll make a plan and get in a riverbed and show you some different stuff. Alright, so for now, have a great morning, have a great day, and I'll speak to you a little bit later. Bye folks.